I just explained everything. Hello,
But what I'm
everyone.
trying to say is
Yeah.
I'm in the comments. Look out for Teresa
Hi,
because
everyone. Hi. We are live. I'm glad you're all here. We have a great show. Brian's here. Sandy, we're waiting on Teresa. And so let's get started. I was just sharing an old effect that apparently Sandy doesn't want me to share.
no,
Well,
you
not yet.
can.
Well, I
No.
mean, I was at work and I noticed the stuffed animals are all, um, his shirt is too short. I know this is an old effect, but I just brought the memory to me that Winnie the Pooh's shirt is too short and his stomach looks fatter. So, yeah, this is old effects Sandy covered, but yeah, I just couldn't help it. Post
So
it.
his shirt kind of swam up a bit.
It's a crop top.
Okay. And then I saw a calendar at work with these goats in the trees. So okay,
Yeah.
skip those. Okay, I don't know if anyone's familiar with this. Sandy had covered this. I think she said had a
No, I
How
didn't
picture
did
of
that?
cover it.
this.
We
This
didn't
is
cover
Looks
it.
pretty cool.
all right. Here's it goes. I'm just gonna go through some pictures real fast. We've got a lot to show. Abandoned dome houses, Florida. I don't know if anyone's familiar with this, but
It reminds me of Star Wars for some reason.
It kind of does, those walking turtle things. Is Teresa back there?
no.
Teresa's restarting her phone to see if that fixes the issue. And then if it doesn't, she's gonna join on the tablet. The tablet when she opened it started updating, so she has to wait for that. So she's trying her phone first again. If not, she's gonna try the tablet.
Well, that's good. Yeah,
Okay, here's some.
restarting it fixes a lot of issues. So hopefully she can get it working.
Here's some more images so you can see. What are these abandoned dome houses? There's some
I've
on
never
the,
seen them.
yeah, there's some just way out in the water. Apparently, the water got them.
It's so weird.
Yeah, this is, yeah, I've never heard of these, but this is in Florida.
It's in Florida.
Yep.
Have you guys in the chat ever seen these before? We have Michael Fontaine, Prove You're Not a Bot, and Mandanimal.
Here they are when they're livable.
Mandanimal said Pac-Man.
Yeah, right. They're silly looking. All
Hi, Tim
right.
Hat.
So,
Tin Head. I think Tin Head 92 is here. They said hi. Hi, Michael Fontaine.
okay, this picture is a breathtaking bridge in Vietnam. Looks like something from the Lord of the Rings. People commented. So I don't know.
Uh,
I've never seen anything like that.
is
But
that is
yeah,
that for real or is that a painting?
that is
Like
for
a
Yeah, it's
real.
real.
It's a real bridge in Vietnam.
now who's what does that represent? Like is that one of their great leaders or something? Or
I don't know. Let's see. There's
where is it? Where is it located?
Vietnam. Let's see the.
Oh, Vietnam.
Hold on.
No, they're not in Fiji, Michael Fontaine. They're in Florida. and
Well,
Vietnam, not China.
and what do you call those things? What are they called? Dome huts? Or
This is, the domes, and they're abandoned domes in Florida. This is the Golden Bridge is a 150-meter long pedestrian bridge in I can't say that resort, Vietnam. It is designed to connect the cable car station with the gardens and to provide a scenic overlook and a tourist attraction that nobody's heard of.
that's weird.
Yeah.
You don't see a whole lot of anymore is cable cars. Like
Cable cars.
cable cars,
Yeah.
you don't see a lot of those anymore.
I
When was the
don't.
last time you saw cable cars?
Only time I know of them was in San Francisco. That's where they're big, aren't they? They're still there, as far as I know. Yeah, you can even rent. You rent cable cars for special occasions.
Teresa's
But
in the chat and she's saying, I'm coming soon. My tablet is doing updates.
all right, so there's that. There's another abandoned place. This is a supersonic passenger jet in Kansas City. Anyone never heard of that? It's abandoned there. A whole jet airplane. So,
Wow.
Yeah, that's
like
weird.
in the
Oh,
yard.
so weird.
It's a passenger jet in their backyard, and then abandoned it afterwards. If someone was trying to hide this jet, they didn't pick out the most strategic location. Yeah. So yeah, people have a view of it right in the yard there. So yeah, I don't know. I can imagine them trying to get that out of there. How do you get it out
How
of
did it
there?
get there?
How did it get there? I don't know.
That's what I'm wondering.
It
How
had
did
to
it get
been
there?
had to been a crane or something. Hey, Crystal, I don't think you ever told me. I don't think you ever told me what your all-time greatest Mandela Effect was.
Oh, that's a tough one. Out of thousands and thousands, I can't even remember. Right? I don't know if I have. I mean, yeah, I think there's a few that tie with each other. I don't know if I have. What about you?
Oh, for me, it's definitely if you build it, they will come.
That's your top one?
That's my top one. The next one would
Okay.
probably be JCPenney, and then Chick-fil-A.
Now, out of the whole abandoned jet thing in Kansas City, there is one single article. If you look it up, or no, maybe two. It's just not anywhere. What's behind it? That's a supersonic jet in the backyard. Yeah, there's very little information on it. I mean, that's very strange to me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not something that's out there. There's nothing. It's not. This is not the same. But, abandoned. Okay. Well, there's nothing on it hardly, so I can't find anything. I don't know how it got there. how they're going to get it out of there. Nothing. Let's see what else I got. And then we'll go to Flickr. Let's see. This house is on cliffs, which is insane. Guys, showing these strange pictures. Okay, let's pass that. Oh yeah, this is something that's kind of changed for me in a street I know in my area, kind of near me. This whole hill has changed. It used to be a lot steeper. The whole hill has changed for me. It has affected me personally, and I don't know what to say. The hill used to go much steeper, and it used to go more this way. It used to keep going, and now it's just a short little thing. I don't know what to make of this. Very strange.
I don't know what to make of that either. That's crazy to me. Like, and I saw that locally too. Like,
Wait,
no,
what is
there's
it?
just a short little tiny hill. This is not
No,
how it was. No, this hill
no.
was a long, giant hill. It has totally changed. I can't even. It's just not. It's blowing my mind. It's just this is not the same hill. No, it used to go all the way, just steep, keep going, just keep going and going and going. Now it just stops and flattens out. So weird. I don't know what to think of that, but let's see what else I got here. Oh, I wanted to share also. Let's see, not that. This is that. Okay, tell me what you think of this. Is there anyone in the chat or anyone that? No, Teresa. Teresa's in the chat.
yeah, Teresa's in the
Climate
chat
change.
saying, waiting
Okay,
for a tablet, she says.
Brian, you're the one. You got to help me with this. Brian, are you there?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
listening
here.
very
I'm here.
carefully. Thank you. This happened to me a long, long, long time ago when I first got my computer, my desktop computer. Okay?
Okay.
Now, I'm going to show you a picture. This is, okay, not that. Okay, this is, I was doing some file syncing or whatever. I don't know what I was doing. I can't remember. And it says file syncing is paused. Last updated 12/31/1969. How does that
Is that
mean?
is that a joke?
No, this was on my computer. No, this was on my computer. I have a video. Look at this. I have a video that I took a long time ago because I was so dumbfounded. I didn't know what to think of it. Okay. Hold on. Okay, watch the video. Yeah, I took a video because I was like, what the hell is that? Why is it saying 1969?
It looks to me like it might be a potential virus.
File syncing 12/31/1969. No,
Do
it
you
was a
have,
brand new. This was a brand new computer.
all right, do you have
This is
OneDrive
the
set up?
file. This is the file.
I know. Do you
Everything
have
was brand new.
OneDrive set up though?
Look at my space used. This is
That's
brand
Google
new.
Drive.
I mean, I'm sorry. This is a space. This was pretty new. So no. This is. I'm sorry. This is it now. That's now. But this was brand new. This was brand new. I just got my computer. It didn't have any viruses on it. Nothing. I don't know. This is just weird.
Oh, is it still giving you that error?
No, I can't even find it anymore.
You can't find that file?
Yeah, I have the file. This is where the file would be under all this information. I did some kind of sync to one of the file things. That's all it was.
Right, but OneDrive is Microsoft. That's a Microsoft product.
Uh-huh.
So it would be in your, I believe it's in your C drive users, maybe. Go to C drive real quick.
I can't because this is not the same computer.
Oh,
This
it's
is
a
my
different computer.
laptop. Yeah, my other one is my desktop, and it was brand new, and I did I kind of exploring around, and I don't know what I was doing really. And it's this file syncing. I paused it to take a video because I saw this, and I was like, okay, what? So anyway, I don't know. Anyone in the chat have any opinions of that? I'd really appreciate it.
The file sync. So what you're saying is that date looks really weird to you.
Yes.
So
50 years ago?
Yeah.
I have
How's
a
that
question. Is
possible?
this a Mac or a PC?
There's something about the calendars. Some calendars,
PC.
some digital calendars will have a default setting, like the earliest setting that it could possibly be would be 1969.
There used to be a bug on Mac where it would do that. It would change everything in 1969, but I've never heard of that on a PC.
This is a PC. It didn't have a virus. Brand new. It's perfect condition.
You sure you didn't get like one of those open box specials?
I don't know what that is, but no. I just got it in the store.
Okay.
All right, guys. We'll just leave that, and I don't know what to make of it. So, if you have any opinions,
Do you still have do you have the other computer?
I still have it. Yes.
It'd be something I could probably investigate next week for you.
I mean, it's a totally good computer. It's been working for me for years.
I could probably tackle it early next week.
It doesn't have problems, and I just was, like I said, I was playing around with it when I first got it, and that's what I found.
Did it tell you the name of the file?
Again, the file was.
I guarantee it's probably so it's something to do with OneDrive. You know what? You do know what OneDrive is, right?
Huh?
You know what OneDrive is, right? Yeah, there it is. See where right there? Go right there where it says desktop, OneDrive. Is that an image? You're looking at the image?
Yeah, here. Yeah. You got it.
You see where it says OneDrive with the exclamation point?
That was in that area, yeah. That's where I
Click
got
on
the
that.
file.
Click on that.
No, I can't click on that because this is just a screen.
Okay.
This is just a picture. This is a picture of my computer. I don't have my.
Probably what could have happened is you were probably offline making a change, and it didn't get to sync up the new change. More than likely.
Why does it have 69? No,
That is funny. That is really funny.
I don't get this, guys. It's 50 years ago. What does that have to do with my computer? No, I don't understand. But anyway, Brian, you can help me with that later. We'll check it out. But these are some eggs I looked at. There are now some eggs, some funny colors.
They look green.
Yeah, so let's see what we got here. Let's see. Some blue. Oh, yeah, blue. Chicken.
Just want to do a couple shout outs. Burgos is here. Mark Basket is here. Mark says they come with viruses. It's a scam. That is so true. I think they do come with some bloatware and stuff like that. It's kind of like it can mimic a virus. So I think a lot of new computers are like that. RT, that's probably me. I have a little girl here. She's laying down beside me.
You see this, Sandy? Look at these eggs. These are real eggs.
Are they robin eggs? Wait, go back.
No, these are chicken eggs. People are consuming blue eggs, green
Well,
eggs.
most of the eggs that you consume from the grocery store are originally brown.
Are just white and brown, I know. And but they actually have different color, green and blue eggs now. So these are real chicken eggs.
Would you eat a blue egg?
No color dye, nothing. No.
I'm asking you. Would you eat a blue egg?
I mean, there's no color dye. I don't know what they, how they're natural, and I don't know.
I've never seen anything like that naturally.
Yeah,
Never. That's crazy.
No, me either.
It's got to be
They're
a
right
Mandela.
along with the white and what is those pink, blue, and green. Now.
Maybe look at the pink eggs.
Or a very light pale peach
Pink eggs.
color that I've never seen. But
And
yeah,
it says
these
right
are
there,
real.
chickens that lay blue eggs. No way. No way. No way.
I
Chickens
know.
never lay blue eggs.
I know.
Hi, Evie.
All right, guys, I'm done with my stuff. Let's go to Flickr. I know we got a
All right,
lot
is
to
Teresa
cover.
backstage yet?
Try to get Teresa in here. No, she's not.
She's not backstage yet. And we don't even know if we're going to be able to hear her if she gets backstage. Okay, so start towards the, listen, the last, the candy folder absolutely last. Because it's got like it's rated R. So you have to do the candy folder absolutely last, okay?
Okay.
And then just start towards the bottom, I guess. If Teresa gets in here, you can do hers when she gets here. I guess we'll skip her segment tonight where she talks about things from her group because she's not here. But she's got folders this week, so.
All right. First, let's hold on.
Pick whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You want to start with a new one? You want to start with an older one? It's up to you. If you guys hear water, I'm sorry. My cat insists on drinking every time I'm live. I don't know why. Probably some talking, and he thinks I'm talking to him.
All right, let's make the announcement to explain why my avatar is the way it is.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so I've reached 1,000 subscribers. I want to thank everyone for that. And it's exciting for me. I'm very proud of that, and I'm very glad. And so we're celebrating today. And I wish Teresa was here, but anyway, so we're on our way now. Maybe I'll get my channel monetized. We may just end up doing more shows.
We may.
Maybe we'll do some updates with StreamYard, and that way we won't have so many technical difficulties. So that'll help us. Okay, we're going to Flickr. What is a good one? Maybe since Brian's here, Brian.
You want to do a new one that Brian hasn't seen to surprise Brian?
A new one?
Everything surprises me about the Mandela Effect. There's nothing that doesn't surprise me
Oh,
anymore.
I know.
I mean,
I say go with the crackers. Go with the Lance crackers. Because this is one that, even if you don't know what they are, you're going to say, yeah, that's probably a Mandela. You don't need to know it to be effective.
Well, yeah, I often think that it's probably a Mandela. Just that.
Do you think there are, in fact, multiple realities?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think somehow our other reality was obliterated, and that we went to a parallel place, something like that.
Do you want to read this, Brian, or do you want me to read it?
Yeah, I'll read it.
Okay.
I don't know if this has been covered or not, but a snack from the Lance machine that was in my grade school has changed. You can go on. Next slide.
That's the exact machine that we had in my grade school.
The orange cracker version of the peanut butter toastie was called Lance Toast Blank. And pause right here so we get some answers.
Yes, we need some answers. What is the C word, everyone? It sounded bad.
Hang on. Can you bring it up on the screen? Maybe what is that? What is it? Evie says it's cracker.
It is a cracker, but that is not the blank. It's a cheese cracker with peanut butter in the middle, made by Lance, and it was called the Lance Toast What? Does anyone, hey Dead GPK, listening in, does anyone know what the blank is? So Mandanimal says CHEEZ, which makes me glad that I included a slide. Crunch, guess mark basket. It's okay, Tim. Like I said,
I feel like they were just peanut butter crackers.
Okay. This is, like I said, this is one that even if you don't know it, you're going to say, you know what, that's probably a change. Mandanimal, I did find residue of what Mandanimal remembers, so I did include a slide of residue of that. But since no one knows it, oh, Dead GPK says cheese, CHEESE, and that is what I remember. Curiouser, we can go on. So it is now the toast cheese. Cheese.
No, the toast cheese.
Toast cheese. Oh my god. What?
There's no way. So I remember them being called Lance Toast Cheese, but now they've always been Toast Cheese.
Cheese.
Do you remember cheese? Evie says she doesn't remember it either.
Thank you. What in the heck?
Yeah. So here's, this is for Mandanimal, who remembers cheese with a Z.
A little bit of residue there, huh?
So two people remember cheese, so I thought I'd include this in case some of you remember cheese. Hang on. Which one? Sorry, this one? That one?
There are so many supermarkets getting it wrong.
One. Yeah, we're just looking at residue. Let me just mute real quick.
Sure.
Look at that. Lance Toast Cheese. No, that would be Toast Cheese. What's wrong with you? You're right.
It's a mess.
Oh my god. That is weird.
There's no way it was toast cheese.
I know.
Oh man.
No. I'll say okay to cheese with a Z, but not cheese.
Who found this one?
Can I
Brian,
say
how many
I
times do I have to tell you if there's no name, who found it, Brian? Go ahead,
Uh,
Curiouser.
you found it.
Mm-hmm.
uh I covered this a while back. The Lance. I remember Lance's with an S.
You remember Lance's?
With an S, yeah.
Anybody in chat remember Lance's with an S?
It's a real old one for me.
I remember Lance, but it definitely wasn't toast cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which alternate universe are we living in?
I don't
I
know,
don't
but
know.
I like. There's a comment in the chat.
It
I
is
like. Where is it? It's from Tinhead.
like, where
The
are we,
simulation
guys?
creator must have felt lazy with this one or that one.
Mandanimal
Man,
says yes it was Lance's.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I remember too. Yeah.
Hey, so dead GPK says Hamburglar. He's only got one front tooth.
Ah.
and I remember him as Hamburger Lur.
Yes.
And now,
Artsy says maybe because it's not real cheese. That's why it's cheese instead of cheese.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
There
but
you
then they
go.
would just do cheese like Cheez-Its with a Z. Like I said, I could see
Still,
the
they're not going to
Z,
admit
but
to that by doing that.
I want everybody to look at the chat at Hamburglar, the way Dead GPK wrote it. It's a burglar of ham. Like now, no, it's Hamburger Lur. The gur is missing.
Hey,
Burglar of ham.
didn't hamburgers originate in Germany?
I don't know. It's possible that they
There's a
originated
place.
in America from Germans that came over from Germany.
There's a place in Germany called Hamburg, and it makes me wonder if it came from there.
No, I think it's American, but it was created by someone who was an immigrant from Germany. I think.
All right, so this next one here, we're covering. It's dealing with the fruit snacks, Funables. So, 2019, Kellogg sold their fruit gummy line to Ferrero Rocher, who renamed them Funables. So, what's the Mandela?
What do you remember Funables being called when Kellogg still owned it? Kellogg's Fruit Snacks or Kellogg's
Three
Fruity
monkeys
Snacks?
jumping on the bed.
So fruit or fruity? What do you guys remember if you know the product? Teresa backstage yet? She's not even in the chat.
Play monkeys jumping on the bed on YouTube.
Fruit says Artsy909. Not familiar, says Mandanimal.
All right. So, did we read this one yet? I'm sorry. All right. So, I used to buy these fruit snacks, and I still buy them all the time. So, I only remember them being called fruit snacks, and apparently they've always been called fruity until they sold to Roche. Does anybody else remember just fruit snacks instead of fruity snacks?
Yes. Dead GPK and RT99 both said fruit. And Dead GPK says, "Oh no, not fruity, LOL." And it's
I mean,
always
what's
been
next?
fruity.
What's next? They're going to call it Fruity Loops.
Don't put
Yeah.
things out there.
So it does. There's residue here where it says Kellogg's Fruit Snacks on the title, but then it says Fruity Snacks on the actual packaging. Which, I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah. Typical Mandela
If
Effect.
if you think about it, if you're going to list something, you want the details to be as accurate as possible.
Oh yeah.
False advertising,
Yeah, and also
courtesy of the Mandela Effect.
it throws you off because you think it's a different product. Right? It's just not right.
As Rod Sterling would say, courtesy of the Twilight Zone.
That's right. That's where we
I
are,
feel like
guys.
we are living in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Have you noticed
I agree.
Have you noticed anyone's behavior being shifty lately?
Yes.
If you're dealing with a toddler, they're shifty all the time.
Well, that's different then.
But we're talking about regular people here.
And we know about those toddlers, Brian. We know. We know.
All right. So is that it for that one?
Can you hear me?
Hey.
Yes, we hear you.
Yes. Hey,
Teresa.
Teresa.
Hey.
Well,
Do you want to make your announcement now that we
no.
got everybody curiouser?
No.
Yeah. I'll make it again. Again, guys. Why our avatars are all the way they are. Hold on. I have reached 1,000 subscribers.
Yay!
And yay, thank you. So,
Yay!
Teresa, more
Teresa,
enthusiastic.
Teresa,
And
you sound enthused.
I'm tired. I'm sorry.
So yes, everyone. My channel is growing, and hopefully we're gonna do some improvements even, and it's just exciting. All right, guys.
Yes. We have seen many YouTube channels come and go related to Mandela Effect, and anyone speaking truth really is getting hammered. So please, guys, keep subbing, keep doing all that you do. Help Curiouser build your channel.
Thank you.
Yes, post in Teresa's group. Now, I have seen some new requests come to Teresa's group, but you got to make sure you answer the questions. There was a couple I had to deny because they didn't answer the questions. Make sure you answer all the questions.
Curiouser, how about you do Teresa's after Brian's? Get her
Okay.
stuff. No, don't leave this one and go back to it.
Okay, we'll go back to this one, guys.
It's 8 o'clock there.
Well, let's get Teresa's in.
Why is my picture crooked? Everybody else is in it.
It's probably, it's just you had to select it and make it straight, like centered when you
Yeah, everybody's centered and I'm crooked.
It's okay. Yours looks cool. Yours looks like it has a moon on the side.
It does look like a crescent moon.
Yeah, I like the way it's crooked. It adds to it. Okay, here we go. Teresa, you're up.
MacArthur. Oh,
Go ahead.
I covered the lyric of a song change back in 2020, and now it looks like the title of the song is changing too. Which song do you remember? MacArthur Park, or MacArthur's Park?
1, 2,
I
or
feel
3.
I feel like it's one.
I do too.
I remember 2 because I put her presentation together.
1 or 2, I think.
Is it the video with John Candy? Because if so, we've already shown it on air. Brian, what was that movie with John Candy with the King Tut?
Was it The Great Outdoors?
No, I don't think so.
Planes, Trains, and something else?
No, it had Dan Aykroyd in it too. It was an old movie. I don't
Oh,
never saw it.
shoot.
Was
You'd have
it
to
a
Trains,
look at
planes,
camping?
and
Yeah,
automobiles.
was it? It wasn't a camping movie.
No.
It might be.
Tinhead says Bruce Willis says MacArthur Park in Die Hard, so
Hmm.
we can check that out. But it's a 2 for everybody. Mandanimal's a 2. Dead TPK is a 2. Tinhead is a 2. It wasn't the Blues Brothers. It was like they were working on a movie set. I don't know. We showed it on air. I
What
forget
is
what
it
it was.
now? Is this? I bet you it's the third one, isn't it?
We're gonna get to it. All right, we can go on. There's enough answers. You guys are both 1s, and the chat's all 2.
The original change was the line MacArthur Park is melting in the dark. It changed to MacArthur's Park, but the title at the time was still MacArthur Park.
And notice it's one word, MacArthur Park, number 2, like the chat said.
Uh, However, the title can now be found all 3 ways, which is another variation effect. However, the actual park is still called MacArthur Park.
So here we have 2 Donna Summer albums. One has MacArthur as 2 words, one has MacArthur as 1 word, and then I'm also seeing MacArthur's Park, which is just weird.
Hmm.
So all 3. Look at that logo in the middle. It looks like MacArthur. What is that?
That's weird.
What designer said, yes, this is the font we're going to use? I don't
Right.
understand. Did they had the 10-year-old daughter design it? I don't understand. That is a disgrace. Here you can see Mac space Arthur. There was never a space there. It was always 1 word.
I think there was a space. For me.
Well, when we covered it in 2020, there was not a space. And Teresa was covering the lyric change to MacArthur's Park is melting in the dark. And now people are titling it MacArthur's, which is weird.
That's what I remember. 1 word. No S.
Oh, that
There is
shouldn't be
no
there.
way you will
No,
ever convince me.
no. Teresa, wrong slide. Keep going. Keep going.
What?
It's not supposed to be there. It's a different color. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry. Go on. So this is residue of what it always should be, but as you can see at the top, We have MacArthur with 2 words next to MacArthur with 1 word.
Yeah.
When did you find this, Teresa? When did you notice this happening? Teresa? Teresa, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What'd you say?
I said, when did you notice that changing? The title.
What?
When did you notice the title changing?
I don't know.
Well, you told me about
I
it
don't
this
know.
week.
I can't hear you very well.
Okay. All right, well then, one of you guys tell her that she has the UFO thing to discuss. There's no words, she just has to talk about it. Do you see the folder, Curiouser, the UFO thing?
That's right.
It's hard to hear you guys. I don't know.
Can't you see it?
I can hear her better. Curious, I can hear you good, but Sandy sounds far away.
Curiouser, tell her that she's got to discuss it. There's no words. She has to discuss the UFO
All right,
logo change.
discuss the logo
What?
changes. Teresa, discuss the logo changes for the UFO. You need to discuss it because there's no slides. Teresa,
Yeah.
can you see what I'm showing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead and discuss the logo changes you know
Well,
of.
this company, very high up, as you see, put a logo up, and then immediately, not too long after, they took it down. And I think they put something else up. It was really weird. You want to show the original
Yeah,
logo?
there's more slides. Yes.
All right. It's really weird. I don't
And
know why they did this. I don't know why they did this. It was really strange.
really quick, right here, Tucker Carlson, back in 2020, showed that the Pentagon declassified all of these videos and documents about UFOs. And he specifically said in the broadcast that no one batted an eye because everybody was focused on the 2020 events. So, it's like they've confirmed that UFOs exist, that they have video of it, and they showed all these pictures. So you're going to see pictures of some of the videos that the Pentagon declassified. And then we're going to get back to that logo.
Very strange.
The before and the after. The after has some residue in it.
Can I read the one on the right-hand side? I want to read that one.
Zoom in on that, Curiouser, the right-hand side bottom pick. There you go, Teresa.
Yeah, I want to read that. So this is the United States Air Force new logo. Notice a UFO exists in the lower left-hand side. It appears the United States is stating they have UFOs in their fleet. Additionally, SpaceX is a new federal agency as well. I want you to zoom in on that logo there on the right.
You're not
right
going to be able
there.
to see that there. You're not going to be able to see it. It's at the top.
Oh, okay.
It's at the top.
There go back down. Okay.
Right there, top left.
I want to read that on the bottom left. Yeah, look at that. See the UFO and the plane? Okay. Curiouser, go down to the right there on the left bottom. Yeah, no, go up a little bit so I can read that. Not that one, the one on the left. That one, yeah, right there. Not a bad new logo for the National Intelligence Manager for Aviation. A laser UFO in the official sea, ha ha ha, radical. I still can't believe they did this. And then they turned around and they took it down. It was crazy. You see it?
Yeah.
Something's really strange about that. Look at the UFO. Did you find another article about this, Sandy? Why they did this? Why they took it down?
They said it was an accident. And as you can see, the after
Yeah,
what they
right.
changed it to has the stars on top of the shield.
Oh, yeah, there you go. A UFO was added and then removed from the logo of a U.S. intelligence agency. The temporary logo, which the agency said was posted in error, also seemed to include a Russian fighter jet, leading to many thinking it was a joke. What do you think, Brian? Okay.
He may have muted because of Evie.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't make no sense.
No, why would you put that up there?
I know. It makes it very suspicious. That's all I'm going to say about that. Very suspicious. That's it.
Here's your pick a folder. I think that's it. Does Teresa have anything else?
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm looking.
I'm sorry. All right. Bob Gokard said it was an accident. LOL.
I don't see anything else.
Yeah, there might not be. I was just asking because I didn't know how far back what you haven't covered yet. You want to do Cinderella since we showed a slide from Cinderella?
Cinderella? What? That's
Yeah,
not in here.
There's Daniela.
Cinderella's there.
Oh. I showed a peanut slide. That's right. Oh, the other one. Okay.
Yeah, because we showed it in the middle of Teresa's presentation. Because it's actually kind of shocking.
Which one?
Oh, there's a message. It's got to be a message. It has to be. We're gonna get to that. But
Hey, yours,
first,
Sandy?
yeah, in 2018, I covered Cinderella's dress transformation. The blue dress is now white. So if you want to hit play, it'll play the transformation scene.
Oh, it's a beautiful dress. Did you ever see such a beautiful dress? And look, glass slippers. Why, it's like a dream. A wonderful dream come.
You get the next slide. So you can see it's clearly white. There's because people said, oh, that's just the picture, that's the color when I originally presented it. I'm like, no, it's white. It's a white dress now. But it does change to blue throughout the movie, so we're going to get to that. We also covered the horses and the carriage appearing blue. So the colors swapped in this scene. So her dress used to be blue, and the carriage and the horses used to be white, and now they flip-flop. Now this is again the old Mandela Effect. Now pay attention in this scene. It's okay, you can let it play. Pay attention in this scene. Her dress is now blue and white, which has just never been that color. And the color of his jacket will change as well. Her dress will go from blue and white to a white to a blue, and his jacket goes from a blue to a lime greeny color to a yellow. See, now she's turning more blue. Got a dark blue jacket, dark blue. She's turning white again there. Oh, he's in yellow now. I just, it shouldn't be like this. The colors should be consistent, always. Like, there's no reason for this. I don't care if it's shadow or not. Her dress shouldn't look white in shadow, and his jacket, that's yellow, should not turn blue in shadow. Like, the colors are just wrong. It's just wrong. And that's why I call it a variation effect, because things that were consistent are no longer consistent. They vary. There's a variation in color. Okay, so we go on the next slide. This is still not why we're talking about this. We're talking about the clock. So recently I saw a clip of the movie and noticed that the IV for the 4 was now 4 ones for the 4 o'clock. But then I noticed something else. Next slide, Curiouser. Guys, it's a video clip from the movie. Does anybody see anything weird? It said the 11 is gone. If the 11 has been removed, it says 12:12. 9, 10, 12, 12. It says 12:12.
Huh.
We keep seeing those repeating numbers. We'll say, oh, it's 11:11. Oh, it's 12:12. Well, the 11's gone, and now it's 12:12 on the clock. Only in one scene, but still, it shouldn't be that ever. It was not like that. Oh, and there's a man excuse for this. The 12:12 is supposedly a movie mistake. Because, you know, the person doing that beautiful artwork just does not know how numbers work. A mistake that I've never noticed
Strange
before,
mistake.
including when I found the image to point out the 4 change.
How could
Like,
you make a
stop
clock?
it.
How could you not notice that?
I know. Right. Exactly. But the clock does have 11 in the chase scene. So it's only one scene, but it shouldn't be like that in one scene. It shouldn't be like that ever.
Hey, Crystal, everyone, I just want to thank you for letting me come on,
Hi.
celebrate this joyous occasion for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Keep
Are
up
you
the.
taking off?
Yep, I'm going
Good
to
night,
jump off of here.
Brian.
Good
All
night,
right.
guys.
Good night, Brian. Thanks
Night,
for
everyone.
coming.
You're
We'll see
welcome.
you
Good night,
around.
Brian.
All right. Good night.
Good night,
Bye.
Brian.
Good night.
So here's some clocks with residue of what the clock should look like. Some are half right with, you know, the 11, but the 4 ones, and some are completely right with the IV and the 11.
All right. This is completely right with a 4
Mm-hmm.
instead of the 4 line. Completely right.
Oh, and if you look at
Completely
the
right.
middle, the right column, the 2 clocks together, you'll see she's in a blue dress on one. Up one more. Up one more. No, the one down. One down. See the 2 clocks next to each other?
I just
Right
had
there.
it there. You didn't see it. Okay.
No, you're not. It's above where you are now.
But I
Right
had
there.
it on each one, and you're I
That's what I'm
think
saying. Stay right there. I
delayed.
want to point out Cinderella on the left is in a blue dress. On the right, she's in a silver dress or a white dress, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it. Which I found weird that they have them right next to each
Yeah.
other.
It is.
You know what it is, Curiouser? I'm on a delay because I'm on my iPad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so. All right, since we're
You can do the peanut
doing the Disney stuff,
stuff. Okay.
let's get to the other one, that Dumbo.
Okay. Teresa, I know it's almost 8:30. If you want to go to sleep, you can. couple years ago, someone noticed that the feather Dumbo holds changed color. I'm sorry, I don't know who found that though, but someone else found it. This time, it's his hat and collar that has changed for me, which requires me to ask everyone what they remember a little differently than usual. Okay, the first question is for everyone. Which Dumbo do you remember, 1 or 2? Do you remember no stripe or stripe, 1 or 2, in the chat? Artsy is a 1. Pinhead is a 1. Now I will say some people, when I showed this before, they said one number, and then when they saw it in color, they changed their mind.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else? We have 2 1s in the chat. Teresa, Curiouser, you want to chime in?
I remember the plane.
All right, you're a 1 as
Got
well.
Number
the
2.
one. And
2.
I remember number 1.
2 for me.
Okay, so 1 for Curiouser, 2 for Teresa. And maybe you did, Pinhead. Maybe you did. All right, they're not answering the chat, so we can go on. And one question is going to be just for Teresa. So, those of you that said 1 in the chat, 1 or 2? Blue or yellow? Which one looks right to you? Curiouser, which one looks right to you?
Definitely blue. Number 1.
Number 1 for Curiouser. Mandanimal says number 1. Again, so Mandanimal's a blue. Artsy is also a blue. Tinhead says blue again. Good. The next question is just for Teresa. Curiouser?
Huh.
Next
Oh, yeah,
slide.
I'm sorry. There we go.
Teresa, which one do you remember? 1, 2, or 3? Teresa? Teresa? Did she hear me?
Probably not.
All right. Well, I don't remember what Teresa remembers, but we can go on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go on.
Which one do you remember? 1, 2, or 3?
1.
So Teresa remembers 1. So we're all in agreement, blue, regardless of stripe.
Yeah.
Growing your YouTube channel isn't hard, but most content creators do it wrong.
What is that?
The old
Teresa?
methods don't work anymore and even can get you
Guys, who's
demonetized
playing
or
YouTube?
banned. Here at Subscriber Studios, we
Oh my
build.
gosh. Teresa, can you
Sorry,
hear me?
that was me. I couldn't shut it off. I didn't know how to shut
Oh,
it off.
okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry. I had to split up the questioning because this definitely falls under a Mandela variation effect. The MVE is a name I've given to changes that have lost their consistency, which we just talked about, Cinderella. So for those of you seeing this for the first time, this is Dumbo now.
Yeah, I noticed that. There was a stuffed animal at work. Dumbo had a yellow hat and red, just like that. That's
Yeah.
not how I remember Dumbo.
Nope. I am also of the ones. There was never a stripe, and he always wore blue for me, and now
Yeah,
he's striped with
exactly.
red and yellow, and it's wrong
It looks so
for me.
weird. That's Dumbo's sister, you know.
Hey, Ramsey.
Dumbo's cousin here, you know.
But that's not all. In the movie, it is seen three ways. The official way, which is the red with the yellow stripe, orange with the yellow stripe, and all orange. Ramsey just got here and was like, what in the... Now Tinette has a dual memory. The variation gets even worse when you look at movie posters and books. His collar and hat rarely match, and every color of the rainbow is used. There's red and white, pink, white, and blue, blue and white, pink and white. There's a green and there's a purple and white one. There's a green and yellow one. There's all sorts of different colors. Red, white, and blue. And there's one. Next slide. Disney, not like, people making drawings. Actually, Disney also inverts the red and yellow stripe sometimes, making the stripe red. And that's probably why Tin Head has a recall of a red stripe. Don't even ask me what's happening here. It's flesh face. That's what I'm calling it. So the scene where he's a clown, the official Disney, there are so many posters for Dumbo, it's crazy. But this is one of the official Walt Disney posters, and they have flesh face on them, which is weird. Very, very weird. I just don't even know what to make of that.
Yeah.
The most frequent color combination I found on the collar was blue-white with pink or red, which is a combo of the blue of my reality and red of the current reality. Also, what is that flag he's holding in his trunk? I don't know. It's just red stripes. Strange.
Hold on. I'm gonna wait. All right. Is this almost done?
This one's almost done yet. I have found zero evidence of my reality. Some are close, but none exactly what I remember. And the color variation makes me believe this is a genuine Mandela variation effect. Do you agree?
Oh my God, look at those. That just does not look like Dumbo. None of
That's the
them do.
thing. Everyone who's drawing Dumbo should know what Dumbo looks like. They should all match. They should all look the same because it's Dumbo, and that's what Dumbo looks like. There's no reason for this variation.
No. Dumbo is a baby.
Yeah. This was the best residue I could find, and it's not even exact.
Yeah.
Like there's stripes and stuff like that, but at least it's blue. I'll take it.
Blue. Very light baby blue color. I know. All right, I'm going to have to put you on hold. Hold on. 1 sec. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay. Thank you to Esther for helping me find the rest. Teresa, are you there?
Sandy?
Yes, there you are.
I'm going to Sandy, I'm gonna go. I'm really tired. Okay.
Okay. I'm here by myself right now then.
I'm going to. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time staying awake.
Okay.
All right. Good night.
Good night. Well, it's just me, guys. I'm sure Curious will be back soon. And hopefully, Jeff will be joining us. I don't know what time. That's why he's not here because he had previous plans. So he might be able to join us shortly. I don't know what time. But we still have a lot to go through. We still have a lot of new ones too. So how's everyone doing tonight? I don't know, Go-Kart Bob. I didn't know that a monitor can change the color from solid blue to red with a yellow stripe. And a blue hat to a yellow hat. Oh, leave Bob alone. He wasn't here for the beginning of the presentation. He didn't know. We had no idea that it changed that much for us. And Bob could have the current memory. Guys, we're just waiting for Curiouser to get back. I can't present anything on a phone. I'm doing okay. Just feels weird not having anything to present. Yeah, Dumbo's skin changes color too. I spoke about that last time I presented it, where I had that 3 panel from the movie where it was the collar was 3 different colors. So was his skin. His skin was 3 different colors as well. It goes anywhere from a light blue to a blue, and then a gray to a warm gray. It's very strange. See, that's better. That's what I want to see in the chat. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh. Curious, are you almost done? I was hoping she could hear us since we could hear her.
Okay, sorry about that. All right,
It's okay.
there we go.
Same tin had just one color gray for me too. And it was a cool gray. It matched the blue that I remember. But now it's all different color grays and blue. You want to read one? You want to do the peanuts?
All right. All right, the Peanuts gang has changed again for me, but this time it's a spelling change. Please spell the name of this Peanuts character. M blank.
We can say it. They just got to spell it. So Marcy. Please spell
Marcy.
Marcy. I'm going to mute the size one's water.
All right. Any answers?
Artsy says with a Y. Mandanimal says with an IE. Tinhead says with a Y. And so Michael Fontaine says question mark.
Ready?
Curiouser, what do you remember?
I think with a Y.
Go-Kart Bob is a Y.
Yeah, I've only ever seen Marcy spelled with a Y before.
And I'm going to have to agree with
Then,
you because when I see it with an IE, I think Marcia. Even though it ends in an E, my brain wants to say Marcia until I see the E. So we can go
yeah.
on.
Wow.
So yeah, it was always a Y for me. Okay,
This
Curious, you for me.
character, this character whose name I read in the paper all the time was Marcy in my past, but of course it's Marcy now.
With an IE.
Some residue.
Oh yeah, there's a
Marcy.
lot.
Marcy. Marcy. Why? Better.
There's a ton of residue.
Residue. Yeah, a lot of residue.
I cut it. I even cut it down.
Oh, there's a residue of Schultz. Very
There is,
good.
yeah.
Wow.
What's next?
Here we go. Why don't you read this one? You know more than I do.
Wait, what? I didn't understand what you said.
I just said, why don't you read this one? Because you know about this one more than I do.
Okay. So
Strange one, guys.
I have another TV series that may or may not be a Mandela, but I believe the series and its logo could be. So I'm asking. Don't.
Oh my.
Do you recognize this TV series? And if you do, what was it called? So in the chat, if you recognize this TV series, what was the name of it? And if you already saw this presentation, answer what you originally answered. Thank you, Tinhead. And thank you, Artsy, for earlier. Ramsey does not. That's okay. I don't know is actually a good answer right now because we're trying to find out if people recognize this. Tinhead says looks similar to Quantum Leap, although I don't know the series. Michael Fontaine says it's one of his favorites. He corrected himself with Automan. Artsy says no. Mandanimal says Smurfs with with human heads. Anyone else remember Automan? You can go on, Curiouser. Not only was Automan touted as from the producers of Tron, but it also starred Desi Arnaz Jr., ran for one full season, 83 to 84, and had state-of-the-art special effects for that time period. I have no idea what the Lambo Countach is. The Lamborghini, you mean? Yeah, I've actually never heard of the Countach. This would have been something I would have really wanted to see at that age, but I've never seen or heard anything about it. And like I've never caught it in I've never seen it in syndication. I've never seen DVDs for it. I've never seen anything having to do with this show. And now let's talk about this logo. You could not make me believe this logo existed in the 1980s. These characters just weren't used in my past, meaning the characters, the letter A, the broken letters, the merging. But what I really find interesting, we believe you, Michael Fontaine. But you gotta understand, like, this did not exist in my past. I never, nothing, not even a picture or an inkling, nothing of this show in my entire life. Curiouser, next slide. Ads for the series and the TV guide show an entirely different logo, or 1980s appropriate logo. Could this be residue of how the logo should look? I could totally buy that that was the logo, but not the logo they show now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a reboot of this probably would be great because the effects would be much better. It's entirely plausible that I missed the series when it aired, but I find it suspicious that it took nearly 40 years for me to find or discover it for the first time. What do you think? Possible Mandela, where in Michael Fontaine's reality it existed, but in all of ours it didn't.
That's so weird. Yeah. Never heard of that. Ever, ever, ever.
Me either. Like I said, not even an inkling, you know?
No, that's just Otto Man. No. Okay. Should we do Jeff's or should we save it?
We should save it in case he shows up.
Okay.
Remember, candy last. Anything else is fair game. Oh, we didn't do this on your show yet? Oh boy. I thought we did. Alright, major updates. Star Wars Mandela Effect and Han Solo changed again since last week. Or since 2 weeks ago now, because we covered it originally 2 weeks ago. And we covered the update last week on Brian's channel. And now we're going to cover the update on Curiouser's channel. So last week I presented changes to Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and Han Solo. Darth Vader is that those metal dots next to his face now stick out an inch. They look like bat toggle switches for those that
Yeah,
missed
that's the
it.
one we did last time about Darth Vader.
Yes.
It was. All right.
Yes. This week, both Brian Staveley and Alltime made videos about a Star Wars Mandela Effect we've never heard before, first posted a year ago by Reddit user Crystal Vapor. But here's the thing, when we covered it on Brian's channel, someone insisted we covered it before, and none of us remembered it. So take that as you will. Yes, so it had Brian's show. So again, if you've seen this, just answer what you originally answered. Please fill in the blank for this scene. Luke, over walkie-talkie, actually it's intercom, not walkie-talkie. Over intercom to C-3PO says, I need you to shut down all the blank blank on the detention level. What does everyone remember? I should have actually just given you garbage. It's trash. I'm getting no answers in the chat at all.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll just keep going.
Yeah. Okay, so going back to that post from a year ago, by Crystal Vapor, shut down all the garbage mashers. What? We remember trash compactors, but Luke now says to turn off the garbage mashers. Is this what you remember? And here's residue.
Looks like Sandy's dropped out for a little bit temporarily. Sure, she'll be back. But here is the residues. A lot of residue, it looks like. Okay, I'll just read this. Another possible new change. There she is.
You would think after 3 years, StreamYard would fix this issue with iPhones, where you get kicked out after an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, another possible new change. I don't remember Chewbacca's sash being a purse strap. Do you? I have no memory of the brown bag at all. And again, the bag is connected to the sash. It's a purse. He wears a purse, and I do not remember this.
No way. No. That's a big fat purse, too. I mean, it's hard to not notice.
Well, I said you might not. I mean, yeah, you can even see the connecting leather strap.
I
don't know. Man, Danimal says no monkey purse. It's possible I missed it because the leather matches his fur. But I've seen so many pictures that I believe it could be a change. But this coming update is 10,000% a bona fide Mandela Effect. The one that I'm about to show you. Alright, so here is pictures of him with the purse first. And some residue without it. That's Chewbacca. Ramsey's like, oh no. Notice the red stripe, guys. The red box, I mean. So the toy does not seem to have this purse, just the strap.
Yeah, right.
I just
I know.
remember a sash that went around his body.
Right. Yeah.
Like these drawings. Okay. Last week I covered Han Solo's pants changing from black or brown pants to blue denim, which was a change for nearly everyone who saw the show. He'd wear a white shirt with a black or brown vest with black or brown pants, and now it's a yellow shirt with blue denim and a black vest. Welcome, Captain Crunch. Han Solo now has a red stripe or yellow stripe, depending on the image you see, running down the side of his pants in multiple Star Wars movies. Do you remember this? So in not just the first movie, but multiple Star Wars movies, he has a stripe running down the side of his pants. And I have no memory of this. And when I covered it the week previously, there was no stripe. The stripe showed up a few days later, and the following week we had to do an update. Do you guys remember this stripe? These are promotional photos for Star Wars. It's on books. It's in the movie. It's everywhere. And the memory of the stripe.
No.
His pants are black. No stripe, says Mandanimal. What is going on? My screen is clicking stuff on its own. That's weird. There we go. And like I said, I just covered it. I can't even believe what I'm looking at. Nope, says Artsy909. Black solid pants, red stripe in the first movie. Nope. Stripe throughout multiple movies. And yellow stripe as well now. And blue denim now. We did check the action figure. The action figure has no stripe and black pants. Unlike the blue denim he wears now. This is a sequel presentation. You didn't see the first one.
Huh?
Oh, I'm talking to Captain Crunch in the chat.
Oh.
Alright, most of us have heard of S&H green stamps before, but of those of you who haven't, for those of you that haven't, yeah, that was covered in the first one too. Thank you, Tim. Of Grocery stores and gas stations would give you stamps with purchase, which you could save and redeem for nice items like jewelry, appliances, and linens. For example, they also had a ton of other stuff. What decade or year, if you want to guess a year, it's up to you, do you remember green stamps ending? Your best guess is fine. And again, if you've seen this, just answer what you originally answered. What decade or year do you remember green stamps ending? Curious, or what do you remember?
I'm confused. What are green stamps?
Okay, green stamps were something that stores and gas stations gave you when you made a purchase, and you would save them up to redeem for like items, like
Okay,
prizes.
I wasn't into them. I never heard of them. So maybe I'm just ignorant. But no, I am not familiar with them.
That's okay. Mandanimal says the 1970s. Tinhead says green stamps is completely new for me. World War II stuff, says Michael Fontaine. Anyone else want to take a guess as to when they ended? Okay, so hey DD74. DD74 says ours was called quality stamps, but the last cash in was December 1987. Never heard of this, says welcome to Audioland, but welcome. No idea, says Captain Crunch. You did not miss all the show. We barely even got to the new stuff. Michael Fontaine says 1960s. Go-Kart Bob says early 80s. All right, we can go on, Curious. In this reality, they were originally discontinued in the 1970s, but were brought back due to loss in grocery profits. Not on my screen yet. I would have guessed the 1970s. I've never seen a green stamp in person in my life. But in this reality, the stamps were changed over to a credit point system in the 1990s, but stamps weren't fully ended until 2009. But you could redeem them online until 2020, just 2 years ago. I think that's a Mandela. That's crazy to me. There were stamps until 2009, and you could redeem them until 2020. So green stamps we know about, but have you ever heard of McDonald's plaid stamps?
No.
Neither. Again, I've never seen a green stamp in my life, yet I've known about them my whole life. Not once have I heard of plaid stamps. Plaid stamps were given out at A&P stores throughout the early 1970s. And while I wasn't born yet, A&P had 16,000 locations. It was the most popular and prevalent grocery store throughout the 1990s. That's the only place like we shopped at when I was a kid. How did I hear about green stamps, which we never collected? But I'd never heard of plaid stamps. That's just weird.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have heard of this.
Mhm.
Mandanimal does remember plaid stamps, but does not remember green stamps ending in 2020. Whether plaid stamps is an Emmy or not, the timeline of green stamps is definitely a Mandela for me. Is it for you too?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to do a new one? Give them something new to look at. Pick a random new one.
No, these are all new. But there's, I know, to you then. Let's see. Yeah. I'm getting somewhere. What? Oh, we did that. Okay.
Okay. Another spelling one, guys. A mattress brand spelling has changed for me, and I'm curious if anyone remembers it like I do. Please spell the first name of the brand. I'm going to tell you it's Stearns and Foster. Please spell Stearns how you remember it in the chat. And when you watch like commercials for mattresses, the order is usually Sealy, Simmons Beauty Rest, and then Stearns and Foster. Usually, that's usually the order they say it in for some reason. So Mandanimal says Stearns. Michael Fontaine says the same. Pinhead says the same. I'm guessing. DD74 says the same. Stearns. Anyone else before we go on? Oh, Curious, sir, what do you remember?
I don't know. I can't. I probably know it to see it, but I don't. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Ramsey Haver says it was Stearns. Stearns. I agree. But now it's Stearns. They pronounce it Stearns, but it's spelled Stearns. I've seen so many
No, that's
mattress
strange.
commercials in my life. I've seen the spelling on the TV screen. It was Stearns and Foster for me, but Stearns has an A now. I have no memory of. Do you?
Oh, no.
Ramsey said I just bought one about a year ago. He does not remember the A.
Yeah.
So once again, this is the current reality, so you can see it, how it's embroidered on the mattresses. Of course, everybody should do. Thank you to Jeff for the residue.
Wow.
Yeah, it's both ways in a
Definitely
lot of
changed.
places. And the animal says, that's just bananas, ... Foster. Which is also a Mandela effect that maybe it's Mandela's down, and then Teresa also covered. But I forget what the Mandela effect is.
Want me to read?
Sure, please give my voice a break.
Okay. Sunglasses have now gone full-on shifty, in my honest opinion. In what decade do you remember sunglasses being invented? Shoot, I don't know. I'm thinking like 50s, 60s. All right.
This is the
Guys,
real
you
question.
can
So
answer in
keep
the
reading.
chat if you... Huh?
You can keep reading because I totally. There's another question.
Okay, I have to apologize. I was a bit misleading in my question, but I wanted to see what you remember without giving it away. The real question is, in what century do you remember sunglasses being first used?
In what century?
Any answers?
Not yet. 20th century, says Mandela. 1900, says Tinhead. Anyone else?
Okay. I would have guessed early 20th century, but for modern sunglasses, it was early 18th century, but not, oh, I'm sorry, but sunglasses themselves, 18th century, huh? Wow.
That's just for the modern ones.
They were invented in the 11th century. I have never heard of this, never seen these sunglasses, and certainly never seen these in pictures before. Have you? Oh my God. What?
Now, the ancient ones didn't have glass until like the 16th century, but they mimicked you squinting. It was to stop you from having to squint.
The first sunglasses were made of bone, tusks, wood, even grasses or leaves. They were so many different shapes and styles. The Inuit,
Inuit.
Inuit use them to prevent glare from the snow, and there's tons of pictures which I've never seen before. Wow. Modern styles of the 16th through 19th centuries use multiple colors to shade the eyes as well as designs with multiple lenses. Sheesh.
Supposedly green was the first color that was ever used for sunglasses.
Mm-hmm. Did you know sunglasses were around for over 1,000 years, and that modern sunglasses were over 300 years old? Could this be a Mandela timeline? Yes, it could.
Oh, Jeff's in the chat.
Hey, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. You joining us? I did send him the StreamYard, so he has it when he can.
All right. See, they probably needed those to go drive on the horse and buggy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in case the sun shines on.
I think they were invented earlier because now our sun is white and bright.
Yeah, right. Hello, Jeff. Thanks for joining.
Hey guys.
Hey, Jeff. Now
Anyway,
you can't read right now, correct?
I can in a couple minutes.
Okay, so do not do Jeff's folder yet, Curiouser.
okay. Here we go. Let's keep going with this now.
And guys, if you haven't seen the
So,
candy folder, we have to do it last. But if you haven't seen it, I recommend you stick around for it because it's a doozy.
oh, I'm sorry. This is Brian's. I didn't know it was Brian's. I had no idea.
It's okay. We can read it for Brian. Go ahead, Curiouser.
All right, Brian wanted to talk about the band names with flipping letters. Here are some examples. All right.
So I did have an Eve 6. I had an Eve 6 album, like, back in the days of Columbia House where they'd send you 20 CDs for a penny. I had Puddle of Mud, but not Dexter Freebish. I've never heard of them, but the thing is, I don't remember the letters backwards like that.
Yeah. We are seeing it in movies too. Red Heat. They want you to believe the backwards R is because it's like that in Russian. But why are there upside down B's and for the A's and triangles in the H's? Right?
Yeah, we did not see these letters. Like I said, these characters didn't exist in my past that far back.
Brian also wanted to talk about the Nirvana cover again. The baby's privates were never visible.
In our past, the belly just came down far enough that it covered those things, or they were photoshopped out. Now they're clear as day, which is very strange because it's it's a baby. No one wants to see that,
Yeah, that's strange. While looking for bands, I came across Led Zeppelin. Some albums, tour shirts, stickers, etc. now has a dash, which I've never seen before. Have you?
Have you guys ever seen Led Zeppelin with a dash? Because now it's part of this reality.
No.
There's going to be more examples next. Never saw a dash.
Never saw that either. That looks weird.
Yeah. All right. Those are some good finds, Brian. All right. Let's go to Jeff. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
That was quick. Look, Jeff's got the crescent moon like Teresa.
All right.
That's okay. That's to give people like a hint, but I would let Jeff read first.
Run read.
All right. Credit Jeff Zanzibar. What is the title of the Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch 1991 hit Good Blank?
So that's just a little clip that people can have their memories jog. So we have Vibrations for Michael Fontaine, Vibes for Tinhead, man, Dan, you better be careful what you put out there into the universe because I think the Mandela Effect listens. I really do. I know you did, Tinhead. I actually remember that. Tinhead says, I answered vibes the last time. And Animal says vibrations. Anyone else? Because I'm with Jeff on this one. Go-Kart Bob said sensation. That's the next line. No S to DD74, so DD74 says vibration. All right, we can go on, Curiouser. Yeah, Jeff.
Jeff and I both remember the title of the song being the same as the words sung in the song, Good Vibration. But for no real reason in this reality, they tacked on an S just for the title. Do you remember the song being called Good Vibrations?
So again, throughout the song, they sing good vibration. But the title, for some reason, is vibrations. That just doesn't make sense.
No.
And it doesn't make sense to me because the Beach Boys song is Good Vibrations.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it wouldn't have had the same exact title. And I know that it
Right.
didn't. I mean, this is a song I listened to over and over again when it came out when I was a kid. And I know it was Good Vibration. I had the cassette single, and that's what it said on it.
We've got residue. Well, first we have current reality.
I just noticed something that was off on that last slide there with another song.
Another one?
Yeah, by Color Me Bad. I Adore Mia Moore. It never had an E at the end. It was AMOR. There was no E.
You are absolutely right. Oh my goodness. That's a more.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't
Oh,
be
we
the
have to see if
same
that
as the
changed. Or if
wouldn't be
that's
the
the
same.
typo.
It wouldn't be the same as the Dean Martin song, That's Amore, because they're two different words. That's
Yeah.
wrong. Unless it's just a
Oh,
misprint on that particular newspaper.
yeah, we need to look because that is definitely wrong. It never had
Yeah.
the E at the end.
Actually, I can check that real quick.
Please change. We'll cover it. We'll cover it on Brian's show this week.
Looks like it's just a misprint in the newspaper.
Okay. I was gonna say that's crazy. But we've
Yep.
been seeing some crazy stuff in the past few weeks, so.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
Mm-mm.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Yeah. What's next, Curiouser?
All right.
Can we just take turns reading? Okay, Roseanne. The TV show Roseanne, the original, has some logo and text issues. one's a big one for me. So exciting. First, the logo. Is this what you remember coming up on the screen in the first seasons? This logo is what I remember. But in season 1, still not on my screen. This is what the title card looks like now in the first season. I have no memory of it looking like this with the childish looking handwritten R. That R looks ridiculous. I don't remember that.
Yeah, it does. That's crazy.
My partner Bob said they just want to get up and disco dance right now. Also, the credits have broken letters, cut off T's and F's, and the E's are crooked. None of these letter patterns happened in the 80s in my past.
No.
This is the minor
No,
stuff,
look
guys.
at those E's. No, that's a brand new thing, those E's.
Yeah.
And the T's.
And yeah.
No.
But this is the real problem. Speaking of Roseanne, Becky, the older daughter, please spell the actress's first name. I can't say her name. Her last name is Garanson. I can't say it. All you're missing is a vowel. Just tell me what her first name was. You're just filling in a vowel. If you saw this before, answer what you originally answered so you don't give it away to people in the chat. What is this actress's name? One letter. One little vowel. Twinhead says Lucy. I believe, did Teresa say she remembered Lucy? Or was that you, Curious? No, Teresa remembered her name.
Alright, just tell me when.
Well, I'm looking in the chat and I see Lucy for Pinhead, Lacey for Wind Animal. Go-Kart Bob says Wind Animal, I think so. Oh wait, is she still growing that baby? That's why. Michael Fontaine says Lacey with an A. I am too, Go-Kart Bob. Okay, we can go on. Guys, her name is Lucy. Actually, it's Lacey, like Alicia, Lacey. Never. Never seen Lacey. It was Lacey for me, 100%. That's wrong. Do you guys remember Lacey or Lacey? There's always Lacey for me.
Yeah, Lacey makes much more sense.
Always Lacey for
I
me
mean,
too.
Leslie is not a name.
No, it isn't. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. What if they would, made fun of her, call her Leslie? No.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Sorry.
Okay. There is a ton of residue of Lacey. Like, way too much for that not to have been her name.
Lacey.
It's hard for me to see the rest of you. Oh, there you go. Now you're zooming in. There's a ton. I did try to zoom in whenever I could. Now, at the bottom, that one, oh, you're already in the next one. But the previous one at the bottom has it correct, and on the video it has it wrong.
Wow.
What's up next? You want to do the logos folder? Get that one out of the way since there's a crazy one in there too. Get the logos out of the way. If you don't see it, you might have to refresh because I forgot to upload it and I uploaded it in the beginning of the show. There's actually what I believe is a Mandela in here as well. So really quickly, we've covered Whirlpool. The WH is now merged. And I'd say we covered Pillsbury. We covered the ill, but now the RY is also merged. And Erdl is a 80s, 90s toy manufacturer, and that's completely merged. And I don't remember the R going underneath like that.
You could barely even read it.
Yeah, a lot ridiculous one. Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of these they make it illegible almost, and I think that
Well, you know
that's
what?
like alien to us.
These are legible compared to what we're about to see. So Permasoft is I used to use this Permasoft back in the 80s. I completely forgot about this shampoo and conditioner, but it's also merged. The RMA is merged, and the FT. Okay, so this is Connie Chung on CBS News. CBS News is all merged. Newsbreak is merged, and I have never seen the bottom of the sickle go through the stick before. Have you guys? Have you ever seen
No.
it go through the stick in the flag? I've never seen that. Could just be ABC News. I just wanted to point it out. This is a 1980s Pam commercial, and Pam is merged, the A and the M. Okay, as you just heard in that commercial, they say Lincoln Mercury. What is this Mercur stuff? Mercur was never in my past, and they don't even say it in the commercial yet. It says Lincoln Mercury Mercur. What is Mercur? Anyone? I'm all ears. I keep seeing Mercur. Yet this commercial doesn't mention Mercur, even though it's all over the screen. Anybody? Jeff, Curiouser? Mercur?
No, I don't.
No. Never heard of that.
I have brought it up before because I don't know. All right, so here's a possible Mandela effect. Does anyone ever remember Coca-Cola Telecommunications, a unit of Coca-Cola Television?
No.
I have never heard of this. I have never heard of Coca-Cola having a television division or a telecommunications division. Anyone, yes or no in the chat? Also, Pepsi contest in the US in the 1980s. Check out Drive Away, sweepstakes. The S's are going off the edges. Enter here for those just fine, but Drive Away sweepstakes, it's a mess. Land Animal says no. I mean, we got merging, breaking, and E becoming the dash connected to the A. We have all sorts of crazy stuff. Okay, now this one's neat. So the CBS Tuesday night movie, the way it happens on the screen is Tuesday night movies comes up, right? Like separately. And when it comes up, like you can see the red blocks. Ignore the green block on movies that should be red. It's breaking through. Like the A is breaking through, the H is breaking through, the E is breaking through. But when the whole logo comes up on the screen, it's fixed. Nothing breaking through. I thought that was interesting. You see, can you zoom in? Can you show them what I'm talking about? Like, look at the A, look at the H, look at the E, then look at them here. They're fine. Nothing's breaking through. It's the way it should be.
Yeah.
It's like, who said the Mandela Effect was lazy? The one in control was lazy. This looks like a lazy thing where they forgot to do the second part.
Weird. Oh, God.
So this one blows my mind because my mom always used to get the Blair catalog, okay? I never knew it was an MLM, like Avon, Mary Kay, where people would sell it in their homes like Tupperware. Like, is that a Mandela or is it just something I didn't know? But definitely this logo. What is this? No way. No way.
No.
The A almost looks like a mountain.
Yeah.
Yes. Or a 4, or I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, my God.
So ridiculous, that one.
Oh, no. Come
And
on.
this was,
Whose toddlers are helping them with this? I mean,
I know, seriously. This is from 1985.
Yeah, there's no way they ever would have done that.
Correct. The only normal letter is the B. That is correct in it. So this is some not perfectly old Earth residue of Australia, but there is no New Zealand. And if they are putting New Zealand on the map, it's the little tiny island above it. So I think this is residue. What do you guys think?
yeah.
Yep.
Also, Tasmania is attached. On the left, now I covered this, but originally maybe Mandela covered this. No way, did it show up? No, it's a shadow. Okay. I don't remember a name on giraffes. And this is from Dumbo. There's no names on the giraffe like I remember. And this
Yeah.
pillow, Pennsylvania pillow, has a Hershey bar. Not Hershey's, Hershey. Like I
Yeah.
remember.
Good.
Nice, short, sweet logos folder.
All right, that's it. Now we got that last one. So what should
Okay,
we
we're
do?
down to the last folder.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to
Okay.
run here. I'll go over to sleep.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
The first part of the candy folder is fine. The warning's in the folder, so you can just start it.
All right.
Okay, guys. If you originally saw this, just answer what you originally answered when we get to questions. I do at the top. Please note the second part of this presentation will be adults 18 plus only and will be clearly marked before we proceed. I believe I found a few candies from another reality that I want to share with you. The first two, rated G, are both from the Hershey Foods Company, which is located in my state. Surely I would have heard of these products, right? I mean, they're from Hershey. And they're American products, or were American products. So yes or no in the chat, have you ever heard of Prisms? Have you ever heard of Hershey-ettes? So Hershey-ettes were direct competitors with M&Ms, and Prisms were the larger counterparts. Have you ever heard of these? Yes or no in the chat. Again, if you already saw this, just your original answer is fine. Curious or Jeff, you want to chime in with this?
I never heard of that. No, either one.
Curious or? Hey, John Nada. John Nada's here for the last one of the night. It was a good show. You might want to rewind. Yes, the first Hershey had the Y connected. I forgot to highlight it. Thank you for seeing it and pointing it out, John Nada. Because I'm fading fast here. I didn't even notice it tonight. Not in Canada, Michael Fontaine. These were sold in the U.S. They may have been sold in Canada as well, but they were also sold in the U.S. Mad Animal says no Prisms or Hershey's. Twinhead says I have a vague memory of Prisms. Mad Animal says Raisinets, yes. I can understand if you've never heard of Prisms, since they've been off the market since the 1990s. But Hershey-ettes have been around over 70 years and still exist today. In holiday candy made by Hershey, the bags were also still around through the 1990s, and yes, these were sold in the USA. Jeff, John says hi. I don't know if you can see the chat.
Yeah. Hey, John.
So guys, the top image is from Big Lots. It's currently out of stock because it's not Christmas. But this is a Hershey's Christmas candy bag that is sold at Big Lots. And the bottom is an old movie theater box of candy. So on the top, we have a tin. Oh, go back for a second. I need to point something out. You have our Marlon in delay. So on the top, we have a holiday tin, which is being sold as Hershey's, but more importantly, I'm sure you've seen these Valentine heart things filled with M&Ms, but these are made by Hershey. And written right on the label is Hershey's, and they're sold at Walmart. Like, you should know this candy name.
Weird. Yeah.
They still exist today. There's some different packaging and ads throughout the years. There's a Santa carrot-shaped bag that people put in stockings. They also sell at Walmart, Target, places like that. That also has Hershey's written on it. We have a Hershey's bag or something on the tin. We have a actual bag of candy used to come in back in the day, like in the late 60s. And then the 1950s bag on the top left, I believe. Okay, now we're coming up to the warning part. I can't stress this enough. Even if you have children in earshot, you probably shouldn't be watching this. We're going to stay here for a minute, Curious, since I'm not done with the warning. Either put in headphones, earbuds, uh, or say goodnight now if there's kids in earshot, because this is pretty bad. Okay? All right, 3, 2, 1. We are going to move on. I would have missed this one as I wasn't born yet. But have you ever heard of Hippie Sippy? Yes or no in the chat. Hippie Sippy. Has anyone ever heard of Hippie Sippy? Curiouser? Jeff?
No.
No,
I
no
asked
way.
Teresa. Teresa would have been the right age to eat this candy. She has no memory of this as well. Um, anyone in the chat? Yes or no to Hippie Sippy? Maybe Mad Animal says no to this. Tinhead says no, but I like that you share my memory of the spelling of hippie. John Nada says no. I know it's I-E now. I do remember why. Oh, yeah, it's true, John Nada. It does sound like shit. Yippee, yuppie, hippie with an I-E. I know, it makes no sense. Okay, we can go on. The she it part, John Nada. And guys, when I say this gets bad, this gets bad. I mean, please tell me there's no kids listening, because I don't want to be responsible. It was a hypodermic needle filled with balls of candy, which also came with a groovy button you could wear after the candy was gone. I have never heard of this or the controversy it caused.
My God. What?
Oh, don't worry, there's more pictures. Don't you worry. So, toy hypodermic hit in Elizabeth. Now, I said there's buttons. So I'm going to need you to stay here because we're going to need to zoom in on something in a minute. Some of the buttons, Hippie Sippy Lives, sound strange. And I'll try anything, which is a little disturbing on a hypodermic needle. Can you zoom in on the top left? So you would think this would be banned because of, hypodermic needle and all, but no, no. The FDA banned these because the candy balls were a choking hazard and had gotten into the lungs. The cocoa butter content could cause a lifelong lung condition. That is the only reason why they were banned. It's nothing to do with the fact that it was candy and a hypodermic needle that encouraged children to try anything.
Sheesh. Weird. Very bizarre.
We sell happiness is another saying on the buttons. Sell. We sell happiness. So moving along. Stranger still, this wasn't the end of the hypodermic candy and toys. The most recent being in the late 1980s with, was it Sweet Shot? Yeah, Sweet Shot hypodermic needle squeeze candy. And the Munsters with residue of green Herman Munster, who's no longer green, hypodermic needle squirt toy. giant squirt toy, excuse me. It came in clear and orange, apparently. Alright, but this candy is blowing my mind because it was sold in the late 2000s and early 2010s. The Lollipipe. Has anyone ever heard of the Lollipipe?
No.
No.
Anyone in the chat? Have you ever heard of the Lollipipe? Again, I never heard of this or the controversy, and this candy was unique because while it was edible, it could also be used as a functioning pipe. Mandanimal says, was a kid in the 60s, had weird toys and candy, never saw any of these. It says reusable pipe can be used again and again, will not melt with flame. They even advertised that the candy would not melt from the flame heat of a lighter. Have you ever heard of this? See, the stick to make it a lollipop came on the side. If you actually wanted to eat it like a lollipop, because you know who would, you could stick the stick in the hole and make it a lollipop. But really, you're buying a candy pipe. I've never heard of any of these, and all but one was available, or still is. When I should have noticed them, Alternate reality candy, what do you guys think? Like I said, Hershey's still available today. Lollipipe is available through the 2010s. Hippie Sippy's old and discontinued. Prisms is old and discontinued. But I don't know. It's just strange to me that we've never heard of this.
Very bizarre. Very, very, very. Yeah.
Especially the Hershey's because you can buy them today.
Yeah. All right. We're going to have to call it a night. And,
again, thank you everyone for 1,000 subscribers. It's an amazing achievement. It's a hard achievement. So congratulations, Curiouser.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
congratulations.
congratulations to you guys, or to you too. I mean, couldn't have done it without you, and apparently we're just gonna keep going, and hopefully, you know, more success, and we're gonna make improvements, right, Sandy? We're gonna try. Maybe I don't know what.
And actually, we should let Jeff know. Jeff, we're thinking of switching to once a week again.
Oh, cool. That'd be great.
Yes. So more shows to come.
More shows, everyone. Yes, it's been. Yeah, we have tons and tons of Mandela Effects coming in, and we want to share them with you. And
I can get rid of my backlog. That'd be great.
All right, everyone. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for joining. It's been a great show.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thanks, everyone.
Good night.